Hi, welcome back. In last class, we started the graphical representation of motion of chapter motion, and two graphs we already discussed in that class, and the remaining two graphs we can discuss in this class. Do watch my previous classes, and I will provide the link of part 1 of motion in description box. The first graph that we are discussing here is the velocity time graph of uniformly accelerated motion. Suppose an object is moving and in each 5 seconds we are noting the velocity of that object. See this table, this is time in second and this table is velocity in meter per second. In each 5 seconds we are noting the velocity of that moving object. And what about the acceleration from this table? We know that the equation for acceleration is change in velocity divided by the time taken. In each of these values, we can calculate the acceleration. In first case, 0 by 0, it is 0. And in second case, velocity divided by time, that is 9 by 5, we will get 1.8. And in this case, 18 by 10, it is 1.8. Here also it is 1.8. In each of these values, we will get the acceleration as same, that is 1.8. So we can say that the motion of this object is a uniformly accelerated motion because the acceleration is increasing uniformly. Now we can plot a graph based on this data, taking time in x-axis and velocity in y-axis. Our data is in 0 second, the velocity is 0. In 5 seconds, the velocity is 9. And in 10 seconds, the velocity is 18, like that. So, if we plotted a graph, we will get a straight line, like this. Okay, that is for an accelerated motion, the velocity time graph will be a straight line. Now, what we are doing is, we can mark 2 points, A and E in this graph, and we can draw a perpendicular line. Suppose this line is AB, it will meet on a point in x-axis. In x-axis, we have time. So, we can mark it as T1. And from here, this point E also, we are drawing a line, again EC. And this point is T2. Now, we are trying to find out the area of this shaded portion. If you are find out this area of this shaded portion, we will get the distance. That is the area under this velocity time graph will give the distance of that object in that particular interval of time. So, distance, what is distance S? Distance is displacement itself without direction. That is magnitude only. The magnitude of displacement is distance. That is the area A, B, C, D, E. Area A, B, C, D, E. Okay. Now, we can draw a line like this and mark a point D. Now we got a triangle here and a rectangle here. So we can split this area as S is equal to area of a rectangle plus area of that triangle. Right. Okay, we can write this area like this. Now, what is the area of rectangle? S is equal to area of rectangle is this side into this side. So, we can write it as AB into BC plus area of this triangle. Area of triangle is half BH. Half into this base AD into height DE. So this area, this is the area under this velocity time graph, and this is our distance. Now we can check what will be the shape of velocity time graph for non-uniformly accelerated motion. That is, if an object is moving with a non-uniform acceleration, then what will be the shape of its velocity time graph? Here also, see this first figure. Here we plotted time in x-axis and velocity in y-axis, and the shape of the graph will be like this. From this graph, it is clear that on increasing time, the velocity of that object is decreasing. And see the second figure. Here, this from this graph we can see that the velocity varying non-uniformly. So in the case of non-accelerated motion, we cannot predict a particular shape for its velocity time graph. Now we completed all important graphs of this chapter. In next class we can discuss the equations of motion and how can we derive the equations of motion using graph. And before that, if you are watching my channel for the first time, please subscribe, like, comment and share. Thank you.